It's the 24th day in the month of January 2023. My name is Richie B. Good morning, Bridge Nation.
We have to carry on, yeah.
Today happens to be a Tuesday. We welcome you to Top of the Bridge Up and Go right here till 10 o'clock this morning.
We have to carry on, yeah.
We're on 99 on the FM band. We're streaming around the world at www.thebridge99fm.com. The streamers will notice that I'm wearing a black cap, a black shirt. You might have glimpsed a black pair of jeans. All black. Because like many others here in Jamaica and around the world, we grieve the passing of a brother, a fallen soldier from the broadcasting army. DJ Franco, formerly of Mellow FM, passed yesterday. So sad it is, Bridge Nation. Franco.
We have to carry on, yeah.
Find peace. And it's now time for us to go to a feature. WTF.
That's what the fact. All right, here we go on Bridge Nation. The word oxymoron is an oxymoron itself. Yeah, so here we go on. According to Merriam-Webster, an oxymoron is a combination of contradictory or incongruous words. So, for example, they use cruel kindness to illustrate that point. Now, the dictionary also could have used the word oxymoron as an example for itself, since it turns out that the word oxymoron is an oxymoron itself. So here we go on. Oxymoron is derived from the Greek words oxys, meaning sharp, and moronos, meaning dull or stupid. So see that? Oxymoron.
Just like that.
Is an oxymoron.
Yeah.
That's English.
You know what I'd say to that presentation by you?
What?
That was awfully good.
Yeah.
And that would be an oxymoron as
Exactly.
well. I think Bridge Nation would have gotten the gist. I can give you a few other examples.
Why?
Bittersweet.
Yeah. That's a popular one. That's a popular one.
And when you get right down to it, it's the same difference.
Saved
The
it.
same fdifference is another one.
People feel it. Yeah.
When the politicians take long to comment on stuff, you say, hey, there's deafening silence. Like, how can silence be deafening? You know what I mean? That's an oxymoron.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, those are some examples. I hope you learned from that. And we thank you, Shelz.
Yeah, man, no
That was WTF.
What the fact?
Everybody up, love you look. Yeah, give them out. Yeah.
All right. Here we're going for update now, Bridge Nation. I don't want to just pop up on my phone, so I'm gonna have to talk about it because I never thought I'd see the day where people bex with Queen B. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Beyonce. You understand what I mean? So what we know, so Beyonce just had this big $1 million deal. You can call it a deal with a show over there in Dubai. And apparently Beyonce is being slammed for quote-unquote neglecting her LGBTQ fans with Dubai performances after releasing her influence, or they call it a queer influenced album called Renaissance. Now here we go on. We know how Dubai stay in a Bridge Nation, you know, certain laws and certain things over there. So what go on is that despite that Beyonce has been paid $24 million for a 1 hour performance in Dubai over the weekend, she also received plenty of backlash because of it, with people going as far as to call her a hypocrite. Now, Queen B has been booked to perform at Atlantis, the Royal, for a show-stopping set, which became the first time she's hit the stage in years. But people on social media are quite unhappy, claiming she totally neglected her LGBTQ fans by agreeing to the offer. Many people are quick to point out that Beyonce, whose latest album Renaissance was heavily influenced by the queer culture, she didn't actually perform any of the songs from the project. Now, one Twitter user attacked Queen B, who attacked Queen B, asking why would she dedicate Renaissance to her late Uncle Johnny, who died of complications due to AIDS, only to take a reported $24 million check to perform in the United Arab Emirates, a country that does not support gay rights. Whew. So it's interesting right now.
Very interesting indeed. And that is not the only issue that they're having.
Yeah.
Because I'm also seeing where they're having a problem now That's the LGBTQ community.
Don't forget the plus, Richie.
Plus?
Yeah, man, there's a plus. Can't leave it out.
It's significant to the whole
Apparently to the community. Yes, it is.
All right. So plus, you want to get 2 plus? One is good enough.
I think I won. Yeah.
All right.
I don't know plus.
All right.
I don't have another plus.
We just added the plus. All right.
Yeah.
Now, on a serious note, though, Aretha Franklin's song "A Natural Woman" has now been blasted by transgender activists.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm looking at the story. They say Aretha Franklin's 1968 song "Natural Woman" perpetuates multiple harmful anti-trans stereotypes.
Bro.
And there's no such thing as a natural woman, according to them.
What?
And the message continued, the song has helped inspire acts of harm against transgender women.
Really?
Oh, really? Okay.
I never know that.
Oh, because they're not seen as you'd say, like natural anymore.
So when people attack them might play that song then in the background? And what I mean by there's no such thing as a natural woman? Jojo, no one no me look on her.
Yeah, right
I
now.
Quite understand what
we don't have to look outside of the studio right now.
I try.
That's a strange one.
Yeah. I mean, I understand you want representation and thing, but I don't like the nitpicking. I kind of, because I don't think Aretha herself was meds in that when she created the hit. So I don't know.
Yeah. Well, let's see if they get any traction from it. They want it to be removed from Spotify and other streaming portals. So let's see whether or not they'll. And they are powerful. So let's see whether or not they'll get any traction.
All right.
Yeah. There's a sad story of a fan attending a Drake and a 21 Savage concert at the Apollo Theater in Harlem, who actually fell from a balcony, and that happened during the performance. It is not clear if the person is okay, like just suffered some injury, or how seriously injured the fan might have been. But I guess the individual got a little overexcited, and it was a fairly intimate performance. I've actually hosted a show, the IRAMA, the International Reggae and World Music Awards, once inside of the Apollo Theater. Yeah, man.
Respect.
And we know that it does give you that kind of very intimate feel. But the balconies, I mean, when you stand on the stage and look up, it's like it's very high.
So I wonder which
floor,
tier,
which level, because if it's way up top, well, I mean, it would be hard to imagine somebody surviving a fall like that. You saw it?
Yeah, I saw it. So it does look like a silhouette because you couldn't really make out the video. Just saw the shadow just drop. But I think to some extent the person's fall was cushioned, but I'm not sure because I think they fell on top of people.
So, okay. So and there would be padded chairs on the lower level as well.
The person and anybody else involved.
Yeah.
Them, all right.
Wow. We wish that person well.
Head first, Richie.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Gosh.
Head first, man. We all eyesight. Yeah, it's like I got diving into the pool. It looked like.
We're hoping for that person's survival.
Yeah, man.
There's also a sad story here in Jamaica, in Montego Bay, where a young lady said that she was actually at a birthday party. And I think the police are doing some investigation, and from what I recall, they're saying it's determined to be misadventure. But she fell from a balcony and she lost her life. Assuming misadventure would be sort of like an accident whilst you're
having fun.
Yeah, so you're out there on an adventure and you have a mishap. That's the one I'm reading into it. So,
I understand.
So in other words, they're not thinking about foul play or anything like that. That is from the police's perspective, by the way. I want to put that out there very clearly. Yeah, but sad, and our condolences to the family that mourns. All right, that's it for
Update.
All right, stick around, more for you later on. Thank you, Massacre. Update. Right now, it's time for the proverb of the day.
You can't plant corn and expect peas to grow.
All right.
You can't plant corn and expect peas to grow. You can't.
All right. You call that repetition for emphasis. Yeah, you can't plant corn and expect peas to grow.
That sounds logical, because you plant corn.
Exactly. So, all peas to grow.
Yeah, that's No.
In other words, you reap what you sow.
I like that.
Yeah, man.
Well, you never just said that. Isn't you reap what you sow used as a proverb as well, Richie?
No.
Is it?
it's used as a meaning.
It does, no, but as I
Of
said,
a proverb.
some people use it for. Alright, let's say you have a student and him not do too well in a class, and him don't study and procrastinate, and him get that bad result in the end, and the teacher look at him and say, "Well, boy, you reap what you sow." Isn't that meaning being used as a proverb in that case?
It almost sound like it. It would almost sound like
Alright, we're not going to let me know, man.
But in truth and in fact, it would not be listed
as a proverb.
Officially as a proverb. You know what I mean?
Well, tell the youth of it.
Yeah. You can't plan corn and expect peas to grow. The meaning, you reap what you sow.
Bars.
All right. Now, that was the proverb of the day.
Yeah.
We'll move right into our pet peeve of the morning. And the pet peeves, by the way, are things that people do that you might find annoying, irritating, or even upsetting. Today's pet peeve comes from one of our listeners.
Hi. What up? Yeah. Morning, the whole Up and Go family, the whole Bridge Nation. This morning, my pet peeve. My pet peeve is peoples. Who love God dead yard. They want me to talk about the setup. And as the food share, God let the people them set up when they like it, if stop it. Aye.
Food them go for?
Yeah, listen to them go.
Yo.
I catch in a spirit over there.
But let me ask you something.
Yeah.
On the dead yard that go on.
Not that, man.
Wedding stew.
Set away, man.
Yeah,
But you know
man.
it go once you let in the wider public to them together. You have certain people with ulterior motives. Like, yeah, people just come for them cup of soup and not even know who pass, you know. Them just power in.
Playing devil's advocate. Maybe the food was served kind of late and people had gone past them hours, whether them bedtime or so them literally just waiting until the food
They're from the church.
Some of them maybe I'll travel with the food too, which can be problematic.
You know, the one when we have a problem with, the one them where a ball on your food. Cheese out, please. Food that serve you, brother. You're not there at the church. You're not even there at the church, bro. Who you? No, man, the man they played domino with me 3 years ago. Yeah, I understand.
That we are going to talk about
What?
the people we're talking about. Some people just eat and cut.
Yeah.
Some people say them a carry for them portion with them.
Oh,
but
gosh,
you see
man.
when them go to root, and I like one portion.
No, sir.
Sunday,
Monday, Tuesday. That joke, man.
It's a 1 week portion. Them
Yeah, man. Show some respect, man.
Oh God!
You got cook out. Somebody funeral, bro. Somebody died. What's wrong with you?
This is serious,
The food is serious.
Man, covered all.
We still didn't touch them. I joined the line 2, 3, and 4 times.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. But yeah, especially whatever my family so sadly passed. I'm trying to line how much time I want. I was there. Yeah, I tell the people who don't even know the person who passed. I wanna me attack.
Try eat your troubles away.
Yeah.
The people them bring all them big container.
Tupperware.
It's like, hold on, wait there.
You the plan.
Hold on, man. Wait there, the way container big,
Yeah.
Hold on. Remember go fit like car, no?
I whisper to all the chef. Yo, let me just put down mine. I say, a bun left, now watch the face.
No, sir.
Yeah.
I think these are figments of your imagination. It can't be that bad.
But man, in some cases.
Now, on a serious note, Bridge Nation, are these things that people do that you find upsetting, irritating, or annoying? Let us hear from you. Have you had similar experiences? Now, we have a guest that's waiting to have a conversation with us. She wrote an article in the Gleaner on Sunday past, sharing her thoughts on matters surrounding the Child Care and Family Services Agency, the American charity embracing orphans, and the Office of the Children's Advocate, OCA. Now, Betty Ann Blaine, our guest, is the founder of Hear the Children's Cry, and she believes that the finding from this study are striking and sordid, and in some sections quite reprehensible. So over the past 2 weeks, a damning report by the Office of the Children's Advocate, the OCA, on the CPFSA's relationship with founder of the US-based charity Embracing Orphans, his name Carl Robanks, have been circulating in the news. Robanks was flagged in the United States over inappropriate sexual contact with a child and had his teaching license suspended. And through investigation, we also learned that the head of the CPFSA, Rosalie Gage Gray, was aware of the matter concerning Carl Robanks. There have been several calls from the public and other organizations for Rosalie Gage Gray to resign or be fired, but still to date to no avail. We want to delve into this matter in a deeper way, and so we have with us Betty and Blaine as our guest this morning. Good morning, Lady Blaine. How are you?
Good morning, and how are you doing? Good morning to you and to Shelz and to all your listeners, and Happy New Year, although it seems like an old year already.
You know, but thank you, and the same to you, Betty.
Yeah.
Now, based on your article on Sunday, you shared that you're not surprised by the reports concerning the CPFSA. Why is it that you were not surprised?
Not surprised because we've had a very long and sordid history of neglect and abuses in our children's homes. And, very little has been done, it appears, to improve the situation. I believe 1 or 2 reforms have been made over the years. But when you consider the cases that we've had over the years, not surprised that we're still having these kinds of issues with children in state care. In the article published on Sunday in the Gleaner, I decided to just a little list. This is not the full list. A list of those children who have died while in state care, from just neglect or incompetence or just abuse. I mean, I listed 3 very small kids, 2-year-olds, who died from just neglect and the incompetence and just people not caring, staff not caring as they should about the children. So this has been going on for a long time. We've not really done much to improve the situation. And again, this Robansky case, Embracing Orphans, certainly has not come as a surprise to me and to those of us that are advocates and are working in the area of child protection and child welfare.
Mm-hmm.
So certainly was not surprised.
Not surprised. It seems from what we are reading that the background of this man, Carl Robanksy, was fairly well known. It seems by members of our organizations here. I see where I'm looking at a number of stories here suggesting that persons have been calling for the resignation of the head of the CPFSA here in Jamaica. But that has not yet taken place. Minister Favour Williams, I think, had gone out and asked for her resignation. I see protests being staged and others calling for her resignation, the PNPYO and others. What is the latest that you have in relation to that?
Well, that's another thing that we need to get more transparency on, because I don't know where the investigation is at this point, Richie B. I really don't know. I don't think Jamaicans have that information, what exactly is going on. Who is investigating at this point? Is law enforcement involved? We hear all kinds of stories in the media. We don't know how accurate they are. Is money involved? I'm unclear. I don't know where the investigation is at this point at all. And I think Jamaica is watching. There are protests, and people are paying attention, but we don't know. We don't know who is investigating at this point. We know certainly that the children's advocate, that office, did that big report, 93 pages, quite frankly, too long. It should have been just maybe a 10-page report or a 20-page report so that Jamaicans, ordinary people, could read the report, right? It's a long report, but anyway, that report was tabled in Parliament. I don't know where the investigation is at this point at all. And certainly we hear the calls for Rosalie Gage-Gray to step down. And we are right now. There are more questions than answers, quite frankly. I don't know. Let me just tell you my personal opinion, Richie B.
Yes.
If I were in the position of Mrs. Gage-Gray, when this matter was tabled in Parliament, brought to the public's awareness, I would, without any prompting, just simply step aside. I would have stepped aside and said, okay, let me clear the path, clear the way, so that there are no encumbrances, so that the investigation can be done or completed or whatever, clarified. And then certainly if I'm not guilty of anything, then I would still have my job, but I'm going to make the way clear so that there are no encumbrances with the investigation. That's what I would do, or I would have done, if I were head of CPFSA. I'm not head of CPFSA, but that's what I would have done. I think people are frustrated right now, the public, because we don't know. We don't know where the investigation is at this point. We don't know if money is involved. We don't know if there are other people involved at CPFSA. Right now, there are more questions than answers.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Ms. Blaine, you perfectly stated that, the public, there's no transparency. We have no idea what's going on, and we understand it's an ongoing investigation.
Right.
But is there anything you'd like to personally see, as the outcome, especially, as it relates to the legal matters of this case?
Well, it is a legal, it is a legal case. So the OCA is the one that, has done that office, the investigation. If the head of CPFSA is complicit in this matter, then we would expect that she would, she would resign, or she would be asked to leave the position, to give up the job. We're not clear at this point what's happening with the investigation. The other thing I've been thinking about a lot since this case was made public is when OCA began its investigation, and in my article on Sunday, I thought it was 5 years. It was an error on my part. The OCA says it's been 2 years since they've been investigating the matter. But even so, if it's 2 years, right? What I don't understand is how is this man, how was he able to travel back and forth to Jamaica so many times to interact with these wards of the state so regularly, given that an investigation was being done and there are persons that certainly his background was brought to the public's awareness, I think either in 2017 or 2018. These are questions for which we still don't have the answers. And I asked in my article on Sunday, was our law enforcement involved? Was the police involved in this, the investigation? And did we reach out to U.S. law enforcement about this particular individual, this man? There are many questions for which we don't have answers, and that's what concerns me about this case. And today, even today, we don't know. We don't know what's really happening. What's really happening at CPFSA.
It is an interesting development, and one that many people are watching very keenly.
Yes, and we should.
Yes.
We should. Because Richie B and Shelz, the problem with children in state care is that we don't pay enough attention to them. Perhaps it's because these are children who are not in the care of their own families, right? Some of them are orphans. Many of them are, are in these places of so-called places of safety because of extenuating circumstances. Children are not brought into the care and protection of the state unless there are very serious problems with their what's happening in their families or whatever. So these are children that need special attention and special care, and but they're not getting that.
Yeah.
And the other thing that is very frustrating and makes me very angry is that there are only a little under 5,000 children in state care in this country. Are you telling me that our government is not able to properly care for under 5,000 children in state care across the country? It's disgraceful, quite frankly.
Betty Ann Blaine.
Disgraceful what has happened. You remember Armadale. Let's not forget Armadale.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. 5
teenagers were incinerated, burned to death, locked up, and nobody knew where the keys were.
Yeah.
That's a kind of it's crimes. It's crimes against these children when you think about it.
We want to thank you for talking with us this morning and expressing your thoughts on this issue that is of national concern. And we wish you a wonderful day. Thank you as always, Betty Ann Blaine.
Thank you.
Child advocate and founder of Hear the Children's Cry and also Youth Opportunity Unlimited. A lot of this has to do with the actions of Carl Robanksy in the United States of America, where he was actually sanctioned in one instance for exchanging sexually inappropriate messages with a minor, and there are other allegations against him as well, and then his association with our local organization has come into question. Hence the call for the head of the CPFSA to resign. That has not yet taken place, and there is mounting pressure being applied, so to speak, but Miss Gage Gray or Mrs. Gage Gray still holds on to her position. So it's a lot to look at, and we will see what happens in the ensuing days. Let's take our first call this morning. Good morning.
Hello?
Good morning.
Greetings.
Good morning.
Welcome, Talis.
Talis in the building.
Hello?
Welcome. Are you hearing us?
Yes, I'm hearing you loud and clear.
All right. Wonderful, wonderful. We're hearing you as well. What's your answer this morning?
Could I get the clues, please?
Blue and slippers.
Nothing has it been added yet.
I wish,
Okay.
Talis. I wish.
Let me see now. Blue and slippers. Is it someone taking out the slippers from the blue barrel, and it fell back and give that sound?
Talis. Sorry, Talis. Don't want to hurt, man. Jody. I want to add in a Jody. Anyways, on to the next caller. Morning caller, welcome to the Secret Sound Game.
Go on, you have a lunch bag?
No. Caller, you there?
Hello?
Hi, hello, morning, welcome to the Secret Sound Game. Go on.
Good morning.
Good morning. Who's calling?
This is Maureen.
Maureen?
Yes.
Greetings,
Maureen, we can't settle for half of the story, you know. We want to know who you that show to.
Yeah.
I was shouting to my granddaughter after. She's going to school, so I was shouting. I never know that I was on the road.
Okay.
You took up the lunch bag.
She has her lunch bag, right?
Yes.
All right.
We'll give thanks.
So now you can focus.
Yeah.
Welcome, Maureen. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Old Harbor.
Old Harbor. All right. Now, you've heard the sound, you've heard the clues. Do you have an answer for us? And what is that answer?
Is it somebody opening a blue barrel to take out the slippers, and after opening that barrel, they close it back.
Oh boy! Wow.
You know, me like Maureen.
Yeah.
Me like Maureen, you know. Maureen, that's how it go.
Sorry, Maureen. You're working, but you need to put some more work into it. Let's go to the next caller. Good morning. Hello. Hello, morning.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Yeah, Maureen make a laugh.
Sorry?
I said Maureen make a laugh.
Oh, yeah, man. All right.
It's Joe the
Yeah, man.
man, Joe.
Come in, Joe.
I'm thinking it is the sound of slippers chasing a drum, a blue barrel.
So
barrel running away, you know.
Hey, one thing with Joseph, man creative with it. Man creative with it, Joseph. Right. Sorry, Joe.
Sorry, Joseph.
Man.
Keep trying, son.
Man.
Good morning. I think we have about a dozen callers. Good morning. You're on the air. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Hi.
morning.
Your name?
Yvette calling from Clarendon.
All right.
Yvette from
Nice to have
Clarendon.
you.
Go on.
You heard the sound. You heard the clues, right?
Yes.
All right. What's your answer?
I think it is someone playing drums on a plastic blue barrel.
Someone playing drums on a plastic blue barrel
With a slip-on.
with the slippers. That is what Yvette says. Listen to the sound, my people. Woo! Woo!
Woody-doo. Scooby-doo.
Yvette,
Yes.
when you give an answer like that on a morning like this, we have to ask you, are you changing anything about that answer, or is that your final answer?
I think that's my final answer.
That is your final answer.
I like it.
Oh my goodness, Tarlis didn't get it, neither did Marine, and now we're in Clarendon. The question is, what is the verdict for Yvette? Are you ready for this, Yvette?
Yeah.
Listen carefully. Have a good day. Thanks for trying. Keep thinking. I think people are getting closer and closer, but they have not nailed it as yet. Good morning, you're on the air. Hello. Turn the radio off.
Hello, morning.
Yes,
go
keep the radio off. Morning, so welcome. Who's calling?
Fisher.
Fisher, what going?
There, man.
Give thanks. What's your answer? You heard the clues and thing.
The thing I Jody I use slippers and like a blue cylinder, you know?
Fisher, we don't waste the time, you know.
Wrong you are. Sorry about that, Fisher. My God.
Cylinder they empty.
You got another one?
Hello.
Good morning.
Ian in the building.
Yeah, good morning, Richie.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Ian,
everybody. Good morning to everybody.
Ian, where you going to make? Somebody else win the thing, man. What's your answer today?
All right. I think that it's a machine manufacturing these slippers and dropping them into a drum.
Oh.
The drums.
A machine manufacturing
And the
slippers,
yes.
and dropping them into a drum,
Yes,
like a
the
container.
individual drums.
That is Ian, always sounding confident, but the question is he correct? Confidence is one thing, correctness is another. Well, that looks like it. We're taking one more? Okay, because the whole bunch of people are called. Final call this morning. You're on the air. Hello.
Hello. Morning.
Morning and welcome. Who's calling?
Imar calling.
Imar. Welcome again, Imar.
Big up, man.
From Clarendon, right?
No, from Kingston.
All right. Just wanted to see if you're sure. go ahead with your answer. Go ahead with your answer.
So my answer is a closed blue drum, and you use that slippers to beat different parts of it.
Oh, it's a
So
clue.
the lid inside everywhere, so it's closed with the lid on it, and you're using the slippers to beat different sides of it.
Oh, maybe them not see what they want in the barrel, and them a little longer, so it's a beat. Oh, that's what you think. Okay, Imar, here's the verdict for you, son. Beep beep. Take care. Sorry about that. That's all the time we have in the Secret Sound game this morning. People are seemingly getting closer and closer.
Richie.
But nobody has nailed it, so we try tomorrow morning. Yes, sir.
I purposely waited until the end.
Yeah.
Jody, go your next clue, you know.
Yeah?
Yeah, man. Jody gave us a next clue. So the next, so remember, blue, slippers, and the brand new clue. two things are happening. Jody, I don't know if you think that help, I tell you the truth. Like, now that I say it aloud, it's like, yeah, that help because people been and said two things. Yeah, but those are the clues. I don't know, Jojo. That one, yeah. I feel like when people get the answer, them are Bex with you, but I Jody for Bex with here. Just remember that. Just I said that.
All right.
Straight.
So now you have 3 clues to work with: blue, slippers, and there are two things that are happening at the same time there.
Right now, Bridge Nation, it's all about Fresh Face Tuesday, Zane. And today's guest grew up in a small community called Roses Valley, located in one of Jamaica's most fruitful parishes, Balaclava, St. Elizabeth. Big up all of St. You know Tingo. His name is Phalcon, and his musical journey started from hearing his own grandmother, known to the community as Miss Thelma. And she used to love bless the people them ears for miles with her soulful renditions of old gospel songs. His love for music gradually grew to what it is now after being around his brother, who is also an aspiring artist. Now presently, Phalcon is stronger than ever. He's a constant voice on most radio stations and on mashing up the airwaves here in Jamaica. And he also received the stamp of approval from a #1 radio station all the way in Bahamas, charting on their top 10 charts over there. Now here we'll go on. Currently, as an independent artist, Phalcon's motto in music is that is to ensure that his mother can also enjoy his music. So his plan is to move forward while doing so, and also, of course, pleasing his fan. And we have to make sure to say this in a Bridge Nation. Big up Phalcon as well for performing at the recent staging of Rebel Salute. I'm sure he's feeling good, and we're going to find out much more from the General himself. Morning, Phalcon. Welcome.
Morning, my brother. Blessings. We give thanks. Thanks for having me.
Respect, man. Respect. Now, I know I never did your journey much justice yet. You see me, so that's why I just left some room for you. You see me, my General. Just talk to us about the genesis, about the music. Oh, grandma did inspire you. Was she as great as an artist? Not as an artist, but as a singer, as you were saying, as the bio said.
Yeah, it was. It's all like the bio said. It all started from grandma's energy, bringing us to church on Sundays and stuff like that. You know, so that's where the love for music really came from, and from this we've been at it until now. And the buyer that evolved it could be we're currently signed to Young Blood Records, that Mr. Goofy, you know.
Okay.
A whole lot more producers and stuff like that.
Respect, man. So how come? So you mentioned that grandma powerful voice, as you say, she loves singing the gospel music and things. So how come you never go into the church, Phalcon?
I mean, our journey different. You know, my father Rasta man, so just turn out to be my father's son, you know.
So where would you say professionally it all started for you?
Professionally, so I started. I think around 2014. I did Magnum King third place, Magnum King of Queens at that.
Respect.
2014, so that's where we started professionally.
Phalcon, morning to you, bro. Richie B here. What was the?
Good morning, Richie.
Yes, sir. What was the experience at Rebel Salute like for you as an upcoming entertainer, so to speak? What is the experience like?
I mean, the vibe was really awesome. You know, much more than I even expected. Like, it was out of the world, and I really look forward for go Rebel Salute again, to sing some more positive songs for the people. And we give thanks to Tony Rebel and Ryan and the whole Rebel Salute team for having us. Man.
Which of your songs do you think helped you to connect with the audience best on the night?
On the night, I think it's a song called Self-Worth and
Self-Worth.
More Than Worth, yeah.
Yeah.
I love that, man.
I find more and more artists are finding ways to sort of describe the kind of music that they're putting out, Phalcon. Like, have you thought about it? And what would you say, in a nutshell, is the kind of music that you're doing?
My music is definitely reggae music, you know. Yeah, man. It's reggae right across the board.
Positive reggae music.
Right.
All right.
Phalcon, how difficult is it maintaining the positivity in the music? How we see how the climate stay right now in the music right now. Everybody has swayed different ways. How important and how difficult is it for you to maintain the positivity?
I mean, me being positive in the music is not really a bad thing. Like, I'm not really watching nobody else at it. So it's just a normal thing for me. You know, it's just a lifestyle. This is the way we live, so it come out in the music and that daily life. A natural thing, man.
Respect. So you don't know, it's a new year, new gear. As Richie mentioned, you kick off the new year the right way. Big performance, a rebel salute. What else can fans expect from Phalcon?
On the 8th of February, we're performing at Negril. Me alongside Kimani Marley and I forget the name of the band. But your roots, Bamboo Negril, the 8th of February, me and Kimani Marley are going to do this. I will have vibes. So people can come out and come check the energy, you know.
That's right.
Of all the names that you could give yourself, why Phalcon?
I mean, you know, say my cousin was saying good with names. So the name was actually Bro Phalcon, you know. And like 2014, him decides that you made different. It makes difference on the kind of music than what you do Mega Gear name and himself Phalcon. So that's where the whole Phalcon thing came from.
Well, listen, man.
Keep soaring.
Yeah, man.
Where
can we find you for persons who are interested in learning more about Phalcon?
You can find me on all platforms at I Am Phalcon Music. That's I Am Phalcon Music on all platforms.
All right, bro. I want to wish you all the best. We're going to play that song about self-worth right now in closing out. Just keep on soaring, bro. All the best to you, all right?
Respect.
Keep the positivity in the music. We need to have artists like these who focus on the positive side of our existence. Big up yourself, Phalcon.
Enough love,
yeah, man, we give thanks. Blessings.
All right.
I feel the temperature change. Are we in Canada right now? Yes.
Trust me. If you felt the temperature change, you would just go right back.
Welcome, guys.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's that bad that if we felt it, we would have just turned back to Jamaica?
Richie, I see the jacket.
I don't
We're pre-snowstorm right now. We're getting a huge snowstorm tomorrow, like 15, 20 centimeters. So we're preparing mode. We're in prepare mode.
Gosh. Wow.
Yeah, we're going to run and do everything we got to do after the show.
Yeah, thanks.
Will you
Go hit up
will you be at
Costco.
work?
Sorry?
Will you be at work? Like tomorrow?
Well, some of us might not on Thursday. Don't put it out. Why are you baiting up the scene?
I'm just wondering how bad the snowstorm is.
What are you trying to do? Call 311 on me? Is that what you're trying to do, Richie?
We hope it's not too bad, though, honestly. Wow. Oh, boy.
I'm feeling so silly. Rich just, let me tell you. So 50 Cent, he just, his catalog, I didn't even know this, okay? His catalog, it's so insane. Like, obviously, we're all 50 Cent fans, right? Are you guys 50 fans?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Jamaica loves 50. Yeah.
Right. So, and he's performed there a few times, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and mashed it up. As per usual.
Right.
Okay, so 50 Cent, I was stalling, trying to get it. He reminded his competition of his hit-making prowess after he received 15 new platinum plaques from the Recording Industry Association of America. So we're sitting here, and I'm like, 15 in my head, but then when I got to the bottom of it, I was like, okay, I Get Money, Patiently Waiting, featuring Eminem, Best Friend, Out of Control, Hate It or Love It, 21 Questions, In the Club, From a Little Bit, Disco Inferno, Many Men, and then all of a sudden, we got the biggest challenge. Well, it wasn't a big challenge for Ritz here, but it was like, Ritz, all 50 mix. So let me tell you, Ritz went off.
Of course.
Off.
That's an easy one when you've been playing 50
crazy.
since the beginning.
Yeah.
That was an easy one.
Yeah, it was so easy for him.
Wow.
It was like a competition where they're like, and Ritz, you got 50 Cent. He was like,
yeah, it's like oddly, play a Vibes Cartel mix. I'm sure it's good to go.
So it was really, really good. And so we're just on a different energy right now.
Nice.
Oh, fantastic.
Nice. Yeah.
Philly actually performed in Jamaica years ago at Reggae Sumfest.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, he made an appearance at Reggae Sumfest years ago. Jamaicans love him.
Yeah, man.
For sure.
Yes.
Definitely.
For sure. So right now we're going to get into the mix. Ritz, we got some Afro beats.
Ooh.
Flow 98.7, Bridge 99, let's go.
we do have a guest in this segment, though, and I think it's a good time for us to introduce her. We had her in the studio here in Jamaica some months ago. This is a little lady who is Jamaican Canadian. She's not yet 11 years old, 10 plus.
10 plus,
but
10 and a half.
she's doing a lot of big things.
Yeah.
She's a singer, she's an actress, she's a philanthropist, she's an author. And just doing a lot of great stuff that we're so proud of. In fact, today I think she has a day off from her private tutoring because you know she has to get private tutoring.
Of course, Richie.
With her kind of schedule.
Of course.
But she is actually on TV in Canada on a Saturday morning in the series Ukulele U, which is aired on CBC Kids. And she recently completed an MGM movie that is going to be released in this year, 2023. And,
when does this child sleep?
And also the Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, that production, she's a part of it, a part of the cast. This young lady is doing so well, and her parents were at my birthday party. Good morning to her parents. Good morning, Jazmin Headley. Good morning, Jazmin.
Hi.
Good morning.
Hi, Jazmin.
Hi.
Happy New Year. How are you?
Oh, Happy New Year to you too. I'm good. You?
Oh, we're doing well.
Oh, man.
DJ Audley just wants to say a special hello. I don't know why. You know, you and DJ Audley have a special thing.
Hi, Jazmin.
Hi.
Hey, the last time she was in the studio, Red and Ridge, she actually sang, and Audley was just so impressed, man. Speechless, literally. Jazmin, since you were here when you actually launched your EP, which featured Bounty Killer on one of your songs, a lot has happened. What has happened? And I heard about the MGM movie and other big things. What can you tell us? What's been happening?
About the MGM movie.
Yes.
It's about the GOAT, Clarissa Shields, the greatest woman of all time. And I play her younger version, and it kind of explains her story of how she grew up, and then it gets transferred on to someone older than me to play the older version of her.
Was that fun?
Yeah, it was very fun, but I had to work a lot. But they had a tutor on set, so I would get my work from in school or online, and when I finished it, I would either bring it in or post it for my teachers to see.
So that movie is coming out, do you know when? Sometime this year, we were told?
Yeah, it's this year, maybe a few months, I'm not sure.
Okay, but your work has already been done. What can you tell us about the production, Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat?
Well, it's very inspiring, empowering, and it's fun, exciting, and it also really, supports my belief that you could be anything you want to be because I'm female and I play a brother called Judah. It's really fun. I get to wear a beard and I get to do quick changes.
Really?
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Wow. Now, Jazmin, so, we know you're out there doing your thing in the movies and in theater. What can you tell us about the music? Anything new coming up?
I don't think so.
And that's fine. You're a star, Jazmin. You got a lot on your plate. I like that, though.
Thank you.
Jazmin, question for you. You're from Toronto? Is that right, Richie? Where are you from?
Yeah, I'm from Toronto.
Which part?
I don't even know. Mississauga. I think.
Oh, you don't know? What? You're not here? Are you in Toronto now?
She's in Toronto.
No.
Yes. No.
I'm from Mississauga.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mississauga.
Okay, nice.
I'm at home right now.
Parents are Jamaican.
Oh, okay, got you. When did you start singing? At what age? Because there's parents and listening right now, and they have a talented young child. So maybe you're motivating them to get their children more into the arts.
True.
At what age did you start singing, and how did your parents know that you had extreme talent?
Well, I started singing when I was 3 to 2. I used to listen to Katy Perry and Michael Jackson all day with my tablet. And then after a while, I started just singing a bit more, and my parents realized that I had a talent and a passion for singing. So they ended up getting me a singing coach, and they supported me through my journey for wanting to sing.
Wow, I love it. I think that's so important.
Yes,
she's very, very talented. She also likes Bounty Killer, interestingly, and has supported Bounty Killer's charity by making lots of donations where persons who are less fortunate have actually benefited. There's so much going on. What are you most looking forward to over the next, say, 6 to 12 months, Jazmin?
I want to go to Jamaica and continue helping Moya and her kids. And I also want to continue helping the library. I'm bringing them more books and stuff. So I'm also looking forward to grade 6, though.
Grade 6.
Yeah, grade 6. That's like Form 1. No, Form 1 is after. So, yeah.
All right.
Grade 6 is before Form 1. I know that because I moved to Barbados and I was all confused.
Well, listen, we just wanted to make sure that we caught up with you. You remember when you were here, we said every few months we wanted to touch base to see the kind of progress you're making. And this morning we wanted to make it special so that listeners in Jamaica could hear as well as listeners in Toronto. And we want to congratulate you and wish you all the best. Give mommy and daddy my best regards and keep on striving and keep on doing well. We're proud of you, Jazmin.
Very, very proud.
Thank you. And I also have something to say.
Yes.
It's about my charity. My GoFundMe. It's also for Moya to help her kids and herself get a better place to stay.
Right.
So I want people to, donate and help out if they could.
Are you on Instagram?
Yeah.
What is it?
Real Jazz J.
Real Jazz J. That's where you find her. All right.
Yeah, no problem.
So support the charity. She uses her star power to get a lot of support, and then she passes it on to persons who are less fortunate. Such a really, really wonderful young lady. Thank you, Jazmin. Have a great day.
Thank you. You too. Bye.
All right. Great. Audle, please say goodbye to your friend.
Bye, Jazmin.